Hey team, it's me JSong here, and I have a special video I'm going to be showing about gold. Very quickly, I want to let you guys know that everything you see here in today's video is not financial investment or trading advice of any kind. Bear in mind, I eat red crayons for breakfast, and so should you, and you're also going to get a tummy ache like me if you do so. So just please read between the lines. With that said, with this just being entertainment and comedic purposes, I think it's a good time for gold. And the reason I think it's going to be a good time, I'm going to show you why. So take a look at this chart. All right, so on gold, I took a few snapshots with gold, but here's the chart of gold on the daily chart. If I move this over to a weekly chart, we can see that it's being read pretty well recently. Okay, support, here on top of with a nice arc up and set down on support. A new parabolic was created with the sword cut up here, which reacted extremely well twice. Here we went down. We have a new parabolic that was created on this weekly chart with the cut right here, and price came down, sat down once here, sat down again but pierced through, and then we sat down and rounded off and had this nice round break. So the first channel that was created was this red one. After this, after the parabolic was done, then price moved past through it and sat down on top of the channel and on top of sword cut, just a little bit, enough to come up to a resistance area here, which we had, and then we came down. But now, this was the next part of this was the next segment right here, and this was the channel. So once we beat this area, we were here, a new segment was created, and this was this consolidation here. And now we see that this consolidation was also beat. And this is again on the weekly chart. Each one of these candles represents 1 week's worth of time. What does this mean? It basically means that we expect price to move up, and we're going to go up to a projection level. Okay, so that's on the weekly chart. Let's go down to the daily chart. You can take a look and see what I mean. So here is the daily chart. Same situation. You have price breaking out of its major resistance, the last major resistances, after a period of consolidation, on top of the sword cut. Support, 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 break above, and came back down. I don't think price is going to fall back to the sword cut again, because we're already there 3 times and it accomplished its purpose. The purpose was to break it past this blue line, which we broke past, and we have a nice wide arc. And you guys know, when I teach or when I talk a lot about this type of setups, I love and I need those big arcs. And I made videos called I love and need big arcs, because we need those when trading, if you want good setups. And now we're rounding off very, very nicely. And so, this is really interesting for gold, because this is where we should be rounding off, on top of this line. Okay, and so I don't have volume on this chart right here. It's just not showing. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I can tell you just by the data alone, that it looks like this is the time to buy this. If I'm buying gold, this is where I'm buying. These are the prices I'm buying. 1,783 based on the data. Now take a look at these projections. These are the projections that we have on the weekly. It's not this one here. This one. There we go. This is the first conservative projection based on these cores. So if you take the measurement from the last previous leg before the consolidation started, if we break out of the consolidation and begin to go up, we should be going back up to these legs. Okay, that's where we should be going. If you're measuring it conservatively just on the bodies of the candles, and I do this, with pretty good accuracy, you put it on top of your sword cut, that gives us price of $2,380 for gold within the next 6 months. We're looking at approximately at the end of April, anytime between now and before the end of April, which is not so long from now. January, February, March, April. That's about 4 months worth of time that we should be able to see a huge run up on gold from 1,700 to 2,380. That's conservative. Take a look at the unconservative. this is where we're measuring the full body. And I generally, when I'm placing stops and things like that, when I'm placing exits and targets, I usually exit before we hit those, just because I like to make sure I'm fulfilled. But oftentimes you're going to see price move very accurately to where the wicks are on those runs. So it's very, very possible. So this is the unconservative version, and that gives us approximately $2,490 within that same time frame before April. So I want to get this out to you guys. I think right now is a good time for gold. I think this chart is set up really, really nice. We broke out of the previous consolidation. There will be some. You're gonna run into some trouble approximately here, and I'll show you where it's at. But the major hurdle, will be that one. We already got through our major hurdle, which was this one right here. Again, there'll be another one, and the price label for that one is currently 1,858. A move above there, and it's basically clear selling from here. But even right now, just as it is, this price level is good prices, because once you get above here, you're clear. You're clear for takeoff. But even so, as it is, you're good for a move up to here with gold. Okay, there's basically clear sailing. I don't really see much problems in here. After this, I mean, we're already sitting on the positive side of price. So those are the two major hurdles that we're looking for. There's always potential for a downside, but right now, for us to have some downside, we would need behavior that would move underneath these major lines and underneath the sword cut. But currently, that would be something like this, and we are not on the underside of this line. So we would be looking for behavior that would come underneath these lines and be able to go down. But right now, we're still way up here on the positive side. And unless that happens, that we would need closes below 1740 approximately. Okay, we don't have that. We don't have that behavior. That's not what price is exhibiting right now. So price is not around 1740. We're not even close, and even then we have to see movement underneath that. So I wanted to give you guys this. We were having a discussion after tonight's live stream dive class, where we were going over different cryptos. And after the class was over, we were having a discussion with some of the people, and they were talking about gold. And while we were just having this chat about gold, I moved up the chart, because I haven't looked at my gold charts in a while. And I pulled up the chart, did the analysis using sword method, and I see health. I see a lot of health, and I see structure, and it's correct. The structure is correct. And we have everything we need to have a big move up. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you haven't got any gold, and if you have the ability to get some gold, be looking for gold to move up. This is on a daily chart right here. So there may not be much time at these prices, but I'm very optimistic. Again, this is not trading and financial investment advice or investment advice of any kind. But I wanted to give you guys that update for gold, and I'll see you guys in the next video. There it is. And cue the outro music.